Sup dudes, Blazed here. Today we're going to be going over a reserve loot guide, my reserve loot guide, the places that I loot, and also the little keys I do use on this map. Without further ado, let's get into it. So depending on where you guys spawn, depends on the route that you guys take. However, it doesn't really matter how it gets done as long as it gets done. On reserve, I have a set of keys which you'll see right now. They'll also be in the description. These are the keys that I use and that I use every raid whenever I play reserve, so feel free to copy them. I have RBVO, that marked key, which is in that far corner. I never hit it because it is just bad luck in my opinion, so I just skip it completely and I come straight to the white knight and long garage. When entering a white knight, there's going to be a toolbox. First floor, this room right there. Also going to be a toolbox in the main garage right there on that table. We're going to go upstairs to third floor. Going to be a toolbox in here as well as weapon parts, weapon box, med spawn, ammo spawn, intel spawn. Also intel spawns on the chairs. However, I would not look forward to intel spawns. They have been very minimal on reserve this swipe. There's a toolbox here, more weapon attachments up here, weapon attachments here, weapon attachments over here as well. This is all what I loot when playing reserve, so keep that in mind. There's more to it. This is just what I do. The toolbox here. And after this, we will be going to garage, RBST, if you will. I do not loot the actual room because I think the room is not worth the price just for the quest. So if I have the key, I'll do the quest and potentially hit it occasionally. I'm getting over here into the RBST main room. There's going to be a toolbox here. I love to hit these toolboxes on reserve. I think they are very good. You get a lot of nuts and bolts out of them, and those are money this swipe. Moving over to Black Knight. We're going to run in here. The main garage is a toolbox here, as well as a jacket and another toolbox first floor. This is all I loot in Black Knight. Again, this is what I do. I know there's more. This is just what I do for sure. Money every raid. I like to be fast and efficient. We're going to go into Queen, or King, if you will. I have been informed it is King. I have always called it Queen due to a quest mix-up for a very long time. I still call it Queen, so whatever you guys want to call it is fine. We're going to go into the server room. This is a tech spawn. Tech spawn, tech spawn. I would check all these server racks. They're usually military tech spawns. And this back rack right here, all the server racks, even on top of those laying there. On these and here as well. Right here as well. These are just all tech and military tech, so be sure to keep that in mind. We're going to go through a gym. We're going to go over to the front portion of this building. And these server racks, tech spawn, tech spawn, tech spawn, tech spawn, tech spawn, tech spawn. There's an invisible spawn here. I've heard a lot of people pull GPUs, Tetrises, etc. Good luck getting it. It's very difficult. Invisible spawn here. This is a tech spawn as well. Tech spawn here as well. And I also like to get up on this lip and look here. I find a lot of vertexes here. They usually spawn, well, they used to spawn fairly frequently. In this room right here, this door is always shut, so just be wary of that. This is an intel spawn. There's 3 separate intel spawns on this table, also one on the filing cabinet. Here, first floor, there's going to be a toolbox. We're going to move over to White Bishop now, which is really good if you have the keys for your quest, because you'll need to get a quest done here eventually. However, I don't loot them because simple fact that they're overpriced, you know, so I have already done my quest, no need. There's a med spawn in this wooden container. There's a med spawn here as well. Moving over to Black Bishop now. You can either take this one of 2 ways. We can go straight underground into the stables, or we can go up this sign to drop down. So you have one of 2 ways getting into this room. This room is called RBAK. You can go through third floor, this window right here, jump on this awning, and you're now in RBAK. This is a tech spawn, barter spawn, tech spawn, tech spawn, tech spawn, tech spawn, a few PCs. Going down now to RBAM, which is this key right here. These are barter spawns, barter spawns, barter, 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 barter. Toolbox, toolbox, toolbox. Intel spawn, weapon crate, weapon attachments, jacket. Now we will go downstairs into the stables. I'm going to come over here to this window, just jump out right here. You have to kind of jump crouch, so keep that in mind. Okay, hang a right. There's a toolbox. Also more barter spawns, barter spawns. I find a lot of water filters or fuel on these shelves right here. So that one and this one back here, those are really good. So make sure you keep your eye out on that. Another toolbox here. This is a food crate. Food crate. There's another food crate over here as well. This room right here. And now we'll go into this broken portion of the underground. There is a weapon box, weapon attachments, more weapon attachments right here, and a toolbox. I love hitting these toolbox, man. They give you a lot of stuff, dude. They're really good in my opinion. We'll run down here to the end of the hall. There's going to be one single jacket and a duffel. This is an intel spawn. However, like I said, don't look forward to intel. They've been very minimal this wipe. We'll run to marked pawn. This is a toolbox. It's a barter spawn. A lot of fuel, water filters here as well. Like I said, those shelves are kind of keen for it. I'll move up into marked building. Now be careful when looting this room. This is RBBK. This is the marked room we're going to visit. People like to sit on this and just kind of wait until they hear the key. So if you don't check this, just be careful. You're going to feel dumb when you die to it, I promise. Also, this door is always spawn shut, so make sure you check it before opening this so you don't get caught opening the key. Again, with the marked rooms, they're not the best. However, this one is fairly cheap, so I find it very worth it. We're going to go downstairs actually into D2 now. Now be careful, there is a spawn chance of raiders here before the power and after the power, so you just want to be careful. Make sure you take them on respectfully, if you will. This is a food crate. This is a medical crate. This is a technical crate. And over here by the power switch, there is a barter spawn right here, and also a toolbox right here. Going back to the actual switch, this is all tech loot. More tech loot. More tech loot. And this is obviously the power to get out if you want to take D2. Now going to under the metal stairs or queen, whichever you want to call it, on the water side of the white bishop entrance, there's a toolbox here. This is also a really good spot to ditch your stuff. Can't grab it. See, there's a U-lock there. I can't grab it. It's a really good spot. Now going into D2 itself, there is a toolbox at the end of this hall that I like to loot. I do not go to D2 anymore for the simple fact of I don't enjoy fighting down there, so I just completely avoid it. There's this toolbox. I usually hit it, then I will go up and out this pawn to Dome for the Red Rebel extract. However, if you do not have Red Rebel and you want to go to D2 and you are a goblin, there's more loot to be had. Don't worry. You can just go down here. There is a food spawn on this crate right here, and ammo spawn. There's a food spawn and ammo spawn on this barrel. There's also fuel spawn and more barter items spawn down here. I get a lot of fuel, a lot of power filters here as well. There's a tech and barter spawn that spawns there. You go up these stairs into the office area, or server area rather. There is a lot of tech spawns here. This is an ASA spawn, ASA spawn, ASA spawn. And then this office back here, there is a Intel spawn. There's also tech spawns on these racks. There's a safe, filing cabinets, PC, Intel, tech spawn here as well. These are military tech, I believe. Toolbox here. Toolbox here. Toolbox here. And a military tech spawn here, which here's a radio. And then you go down, there is a intel spawn, as well as an RB AM key spawn. Toolbox here as well. There's also a military sec spawn under these stairs, so be sure to check for that. We're going into the dangerous portion, which I don't find that fun. There's a barter spawn, a lot of military filters and fuel there. This is a tech spawn as well. Coming up here, there's a duffel, intel, and intel on the chair and on the binder as well. 2 jackets. Make sure to check those. Then back here, there is a gold spawn next to this flip table where that vase is, actually. And then this duffel right here, you have to lay down and crawl to it to search it. So be careful of that. And then you're out. That's it. That's the reserve loot guide for you if you take this away. If you take a Red Rebel, it's a little simpler, so keep that in mind. What's up, dudes? If you guys made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it, man. If you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. Share with your friends. It would be greatly appreciated. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This is a reserve loot guide. What I do, I understand there's more ways, but this is what I do personally for loot when playing reserve. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and a comment. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, or morning. See you, dudes.